Hi guys, I'm using the oh man. It's okay, you can watch, no problem. No, that's fine, no problem. It's quite it's okay, don't worry about it. So you saw the video before. I was trying to control the exposure with this, but whenever my hand comes in, the exposure changes. Huh? You see that's what's happening in this phone. So I'm using the selfie camera, and if my hand comes in between, so the exposure changes actually. So I cannot log the exposure in this phone. So I'm actually vlogging from the Samsung A73 mobile, which is the latest mobile which Samsung has released. Um, what do you call that? Poor man's or a middle class premium mobile phone. So welcome to my new vlog, guys. Today's vlog is only about Samsung A73 video test, and unfortunately there are a lot of things which I want to tell you on Samsung A73. It's not a premium phone like a Samsung S series or iPhone series for cameras, but one good thing which I like about this camera is, or this phone's cameras are, that it's still using Sony MX series lenses. So I use a Sony ZV-1, so the quality will be almost, especially the coloring will be almost like Sony. You can find a little bit of yellowish or reddish tint on this, as you can see right now. Yavin is enjoying his dinner.
This is Samsung phone? What's your Huawei?
It's a review, no, I have to give it back. So I'm going to give that back most probably tomorrow. So yeah, so this is the phone I got. It's a headache getting this phone connected and to get the clips out from the phone to the Mac, which I told you in the last vlog as well. I faced a lot of issue on getting the files transferred from Samsung phones to Mac. They have only two options. One is backup and restore, and there's one Android file transfer which was working yesterday, but today after installed Samsung backup file transfer, the Android, this thing is not working. So I think I don't need the Samsung backup transfer, so I think I'll just uninstall the smart switch. So right now I'm using the rear camera and I'm recording on 4K, but the problem is I can only record 30 frames per second in this phone. There's no other options. I don't know why all these phones are taking out the 24 and 25 frames per second options. Unlike iPhone, they are still keeping it. They still at least give us 25 frames per second and 24 frames per second FPS on various speeds. But Samsung, most of the Android phones, they have, it's just like a, what do you call that? It's a trend. When one person starts, they also do that same thing. I think they're trying to save money and trying to just get this thing done, just to sell this off as soon as possible. 25 would have been better, but they gave 30. And when I'm saying 30 is, it's not that problematic, but still, if you get 25, low light situations, it will help you, They have optical image stabilization in this phone, but whenever I turn it on, it automatically shifts from Ultra HD to FHD, which is 1080 pixels. So in Ultra HD, the OIS in wide angle, it doesn't work. Now let me try in the normal angle if it works. Now this is the main camera. So there it is. They are calling this as super steady, and it doesn't work. So stabilization doesn't work with Ultra HD. Stabilization only works with full HD. There you go. So these are the options. They take it out, and that's the reason they are selling this phone a bit cheaper. So if you are going to buy a premium phone like the S series, you spend around 3,000 to 4,000 dirhams or 5,000 dirhams, then you got all these options. So people who pay less or half the price of that, you tend to use this without OIS, or else use FHD. So now I'm not actually using the stabilization, I'm just walking down because I already started recording with Ultra HD and I don't intend to shift on FHD mode, but I will shift. There's Amber. So this is without stabilization because I cannot use it with 4K. And Pam's actually cooking something. Why are you cooking something now again?
No, I made the papa.
Huh? By the way, you can shift from normal main camera to the wide angle camera. That's a good thing. You see, no? So that's a good thing, which now most of the cameras, they have this option. So now I'm in the wide angle camera. There you go. Looks like iPhone pictures or video, basically the quality. Hey Amber, what's up? Amber, this girl is always what? You ate, you have food, no? Eat. Yeah. So right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to uninstall this Samsung's Smart Switch software, which is useless for me. And there are 5 switches which I have to uninstall. And for that 5 switches, I have to actually type in uninstall my this thing. So I'm just trying to uninstall that. See again, I already entered 4. Now there's the 5th one. Oh, 5th one more. There you go. So now it's removed, complete. Then only I can use this Android software, which is basically the one which is easier for me to, transfer my files. So I'm just going to restart this right now. So I have a big issue basically transferring my files from Samsung phones, Samsung A73 right now, or maybe any Samsung phones, to transfer your files once you record the video, to transfer from Samsung to Mac. So yesterday I found out one option where from Android's website that you can actually download that software and you can actually easily transfer, because Android's that software recognizes the phone, not the Smart Switch. Smart Switch is only for backup and restore. So this is that software which I was talking about, Android file transfer. This is the only software which actually works easily to transfer your files from any Android phone to your Mac. This is much easier. The interface looks shitty, but still it works. That's what matters. So I'm doing this vlog just to show you guys how does this camera performs during the night. And I told you about the software which works. I'll put the link down where you can download this Android file transfer. No headache, nothing. It's just very easy. Just install that and you can easily transfer from Samsung phones to Mac. Otherwise, if you're going to install Smart Switch, I would say don't install Smart Switch on your Mac, because it's only for a backup and restore program, and that also again it's too much of headache installing. Just it's headache. It just doesn't connect. It doesn't recognize the USB. I spent more than 3 to 4 hours understanding this issue. Finally I uninstalled that. Now I have to test it and check it if Android file transfer works or not, because since the time I installed again the Smart Switch, Android file transfer stopped working. So remember that. So I think the Smart Switch is stopping Android file transfer to recognize the phone as well. Now I will try if the Android file transfer works. If it works, that means Smart Switch was the culprit. I don't know if this recording works. I'm actually connected to my Mac with the Android file transfer, and you have to allow it. When you connect it from your Mac, it actually asks you allow to connect. I don't have another phone because I don't want to use the Huawei Nova to record this. So you see now it's connected. It is showing all my camera recordings what I've done. So I'm presently again recording right now, and that should be here. So yeah, it works. So only thing you have to do is select all your files, just transfer. So this is the best file transfer for Android to Mac. So the program's name is Android File Transfer. You can see it here. You just search it on Google, you will get it. If you guys don't get it, I'll put the link below. You can download it from there. This saves us from a lot of headache. So there you go guys. This is the website, android.com file transfer/file transfer. And you guys have to just download this Android file transfer. It's quite easy. It supports Mac OS 10.7 and higher, and that's quite easy. If you are a vlogger or using your phone or this thing like to record videos or to transfer files from Android, it actually allows you to transfer everything from your phone. You don't need any smart switch or anything else. This is the best software which you can use to transfer your files. So yeah guys, that's it. Thank you so much for being here and watching this vlog. Hope this vlog must have helped you guys a little bit and you could solve the issue with Android to Mac transfer. And there you go. If you like this channel, if you like this vlog, please consider subscribing and commenting if you want to know something more. So guys, see you later. Take care. I'll be back with a short break.